pussy where the blood thinner, juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23, won't fall again and
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second.
Chubb on the counter.
At the 25-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
Their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 29, Tariq.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They run. This is Cohen. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Browns.
And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Browns nothing. Cairo Santos set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Troy Cohen. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Bridgewater. That's caught by Howard.
Bridgewater's pass complete to O.J. Howard.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 7, Browns nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. He couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Mike 13. He don't know no better. King.
They go with Chubb on second down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 16-yard line.
This is Cohen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
First down.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
4th down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mayfield with it once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Don't let up!
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it first and 10. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Second and 11 at the 41.
41-yard line.
Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Bridgewater. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, it's Cohen. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
14. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Mayfield on play action. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Robert Quinn. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go play action. Mayfield. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Melvin Ingram. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
on is Santos for the Bears field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Akeem Hicks in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
4th down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. First down, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Akeem Hicks giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Third down and 20.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brings up fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play fake. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pinched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right?